Bill Bradley, registered dietitian.
Hey everyone, today we are making basil pesto. Pesto is one of the most popular foods of the Mediterranean diet, and it's been around for hundreds of years. Well before we had modern technology such as food processors and blenders. Today, we are going to make it without any modern technology. All we're going to use is the old-fashioned knife. So, to begin with, you're going to start with basil, Parmesan cheese, pine nuts, olive oil, garlic, and a little bit of salt, possibly. You might not even need the salt. So, to begin with, all you're going to do is start chopping the basil. And as soon as you have started chopping, you can start adding the other ingredients. We'll start with some of the pine nuts, and we'll start with 2 of these garlics, and just keep chopping away. Once it's fairly chopped, you can start adding some of the other ingredients. This is the olive oil, and then some Parmesan cheese that you will grate. This is kind of a modern tool, but you can also use just an old-fashioned grater for this. I find this to be one of my favorite ways to make pesto. It seems to have more flavor when you chop it yourself than in the food processor. Could just be making that up, but I always like it this way. I'm going to add a little bit more, some pine nuts, and a little bit more Parmesan. I also like a nice oily pesto. As you know from the Mediterranean diet, olive oil is very good for you. So don't hold back on adding as much as you want. To me, that's about ready. So what I would do is, if I were gonna put it on a bowl, put it in a bowl, I would add a few more pine nuts on top like that, just to make it look nice. Top it with a little bit of Parmesan, and then some olive oil. And there you have it. Basil pesto made the old-fashioned way. One of my favorite ways to eat this pesto, just have a simple piece of bread. This is a nice sourdough. Sometimes I'll have this with a tomato, but just on its own, it's absolutely delicious. Put some on there. Put a little more olive oil on. And that's it. Delicious. See you next time.